Hi everyone, my name is Traya with Piece and Make, and today I'm going to talk about some tips for how to sew a baby blanket. Also, these tips can be used for sewing blankets that are not baby blankets, kid-sized blankets, adult blankets, dog blankets. Do cats use blankets? I don't know. But yeah, this can be used for a wide array of things. So yeah, today I wanted to make this video. I am working on putting together a sewing vlog for sewing up these baby blankets. I have two of them so far. I'm working on the very first one, and it's actually I have about 2 hours of content, so I want to pare that down to about a 20 to 30 minute video. And then after that, I'm going to have more detailed perspective on making the baby blanket, like do it probably in like 2 or 3 parts after that very first summary one. So while I'm prepping that video, I wanted to go into some details that I've learned and some tips about making the baby blankets. And I have my notes with me. I have 5 questions, and if you have any additional questions, let me know, and then I can make another video to discuss that as well. The first question that I have is, what type of fabrics are best for sewing a blanket? In this case, for this baby blanket, I use fleece fabric. So I used a thinner fabric of fleece and then a thicker fabric of fleece for the second layer or the bottom layer. Let me get an example. One moment. I'll come back with the example at the end. I have to get the next project that I'm working on. It's in another room. So yeah, the best type of fabric for this one is fleece, but thinking about like what other fabrics you can use quilting cotton and then use a layer of the fleece. This is the thicker fleece that I'm working with, and some other fabrics that you can use to make blankets are linen. You can use cotton gauze. You can use sweatshirt fabric. That'll be like a more stretchy fabric, so if you're not accustomed to using stretch knits yet, probably don't do that, but that would be a really comfortable material to work with as well. The next question is, do I need a special sewing machine for sewing a fleece blanket? And the answer is no. You can use your regular home sewing machine. As you can see, I have a Baby Lock Jubilant sewing machine, so that's just what I use. If you have a machine, an older machine, you can use that as well. And then another question is, what type of needle do I need for sewing thick fabrics like fleece? For me, the fleece wasn't too thick on my machine. I just used a 10 by 70 needle. Yeah, I used a 10 by 70 needle, and that's actually like a lighter weight needle. If a 70 needle is not working, you can try a 90. That'll be higher to sew through the 2 layers of the fabric. Question number 4. What is the best way to wash and care for a handmade blanket? So in this case, I used very easy fabrics to wash. I used a fleece material, and so you can just wash that on cold water, and then you can also dry it. If you feel uncomfortable, first let me tell you, you should probably pre-wash the fabrics before you sew it together, and then that'll get a lot of the shrinkage out that might occur. Also, that'll help to get rid of, like for instance, this is a green fleece that I use, and then the top layer of this fleece, I already gifted the blanket, and so that's why I'm just showing this little piece of fabric, because I no longer have the full fabric. But this is a green fabric, and then the top layer of fabric was a white fabric with flowers on it. And so I washed this green separately from that white fabric with flowers first before I put it together as like a sandwich to quilt. And the reason why I washed it separately is to get rid of that shrinkage, and then also to get rid of whatever additional dyes would be on this green blanket, this green fleece, so that the person that I gifted it to, once they wash it, the white side doesn't turn like green. So yeah, start off by pre-washing your fabric before you sew it together, and then once it's all sewn together and you gift it, you can, sometimes I write like a little note to the person. I didn't in this case. I think I actually forgot to do that. But what you can do is write a note to say that this is something that you can put in the washing machine, because sometimes people think that with something that's handmade, you can't put it in the washing machine. And for me, if it's a baby blanket, I don't want to make it out of a material that can't go in the washing machine. So that's a really easy fabric to work with and easy fabric to wash, because if you've been around babies, they are messy. They poop and pee and spit up and stuff like that. So you want to make it so that the mom can just like throw it into the washing machine and be able to use it again very easily. So yeah, that's a tip for how you can care for the fabric. I lost track for the number that I'm on as far as my questions. But the next question is, what should I do if my sewing machine struggles with thick layers of fabric? And for the 2 layers that I use with this fleece for the blankets, it's actually not very thick on my machine. That's for my machine. But I don't know how another machine would work. From past machines that I've worked on, and the way that I was able to use them, I think that the fleece would go through them as well, because I did use fleece fabrics on them before. I had an older machine. I have an older machine. It's actually like right over there. I just keep it because I don't want to get rid of it, but I don't use it anymore. It's probably from like the 80s, and the fleece wasn't too thick for it. I didn't use 2 layers of fleece. I used 1 layer of fleece before. But I would just say that if it seems like it's not going through your machine because of the thickness, use a heavier weight needle, like a 90 needle. Yeah, that will be helpful. The next question is, what is the best stitch for sewing a blanket? And for this blanket, I used a straight stitch, and I had the stitch length at 5, and because I guess I was sewing through the fleece, it didn't make a base stitch, which is like that wider stitch. At 5, I still had like a size 3 length of the stitch, so that's why I went to the highest setting. So I would say for this, stitch it at 5, or whatever you use for a basting stitch on your sewing machine. And then also use a straight stitch for this. Okay, so to wrap it up, I wanted to show the fleece fabric that I use. I went and got it from the other room. So this is the next project that I'll be doing. And this is a kid size blanket. For the baby blankets, I used 1 yard of this fabric. For this fabric, for this project, this is my third blanket. For this project, I used 1.5 yards for this fleece, which is the top layer, and this fleece, which is the bottom layer. And the reason I did that is because that's for a kid that's probably like 3 and up. 1 yard will probably get you the first 2 years. But also, I have gifted baby blankets that were 1.5 yards for a baby. And my friends have told me they've used it like during playtime just to like spread over a wider area. So I would say you can use 1 yard to 1.5 yards. But this time I just used a smaller amount of yardage. If you're making a blanket for an adult, I would suggest using 2 yards of fabric. But yeah, this is the fabric that I used. And then you can kind of see how thick it is versus this fabric. I'm not sure how well you can tell from the camera, but it's a lot thicker. And what I do is just lay these 2 layers together on my cutting table, and then I smooth it out to prepare it for quilting, and then I put safety pins all over the quilt so that it can stay together and so that it won't move as I'm sewing the quilting stitches. But yeah, so what you will expect in for next week's video, I'm not sure if I'll be able to do a video next week, but I'll put a message in the community tab if I am able to. But some things that I have coming up are getting the videos for these blankets that are coming out. And so yeah, I hope that you are enjoying this series. I have been having so much fun making blankets, like probably too much fun, but it's so relaxing. It's very relaxing. So I really enjoy it. If you like this video, click subscribe, hit the like button, press your notifications, and then if you want to see what else I'm up to, you can head over to my Instagram or check out the shorts tab in YouTube. For Instagram, my handle is @peaceandmake, the same handle as here on YouTube. Yeah. Alrighty, see you later. Bye.